All right, welcome. Think of this session as a personal strategy meeting. We're not just going to talk about AI, we're going to build the single most important part of your AI strategy, and that's your data.
So let's just kick things off with a number. 80%. What do you think that represents in a successful AI project? Is it, I don't know, the time you spend coding? Fine-tuning the model? Go on, take a guess.
And yeah, the answer, it usually surprises people. That 80%, that's the messy, behind-the-scenes grunt work. And here's the bottom line. Your AI is going to live or die not by the fancy tech you buy, but by the quality of the data you feed it. That 80% is where your real investment is.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll really dig into this 80% problem. Then, I'm going to give you a really powerful framework I call the data cleaning funnel. We'll see how it works with real-world business data, check out some tools you can use, and then we'll wrap up with a final check to make sure it all sticks.
Okay, let's get into it. The 80% problem. This is all about understanding why this work, which can feel really tedious, is actually the most strategic move you can make for your company's future.
I mean, this quote really says it all, doesn't it? You can have the best AI model on the planet, but if you feed it garbage, you're just going to get garbage results, but, faster. The real way you get ahead of your competition, it's not a fancier algorithm. It's cleaner, more reliable data.
So how in the world do you tackle a job this big? Well, you definitely don't try to do it all at once. You need a system. And that brings us to the core idea for today, the data cleaning funnel. It's a really simple way to turn a totally chaotic process into a series of nice, clean, logical steps.
So here's how the data cleaning funnel works. Just picture it. You pour all your messy, raw, real-world data into the top. As it passes through a series of filters, which we're about to define, it systematically gets cleaner. We fix problems, we pull out the bad records, and what comes out the bottom? Pure, clean, AI-ready data. It's all about creating order from chaos.
And here are the 4 filters in our funnel. We're going to walk through them one by one. First, we get rid of duplicates. Second, we figure out what to do with missing data. Third, we standardize all the formats. And finally, we run it through some crucial validity and consistency checks. Let's break down that first one.
All right, first up, duplicates. You've got 2 kinds. The easy ones are exact duplicates, just identical copies. But the real silent killer for your AI is the fuzzy duplicate. Think John Smith spelled with an HN versus just ON, or street versus ST. To you and me, they're the same. But in AI, it sees them as totally different things, and that throws off every single insight it tries to generate.
Now, this is maybe the most important piece of practical advice I can give you, so please listen up. Never, ever just hit delete on something you think is a duplicate. The right way to do it is to flag it, have a real person review it, and then merge the records together. What looks like a duplicate could be 2 different customers with the same name. You absolutely need human judgment here. It's non-negotiable.
Okay, next filter in the funnel, missing data. This chart right here is your decision-making guide. If you've only got a few missing values, say less than 5%, you can probably just delete those records, or maybe fill them in. But what if you see a pattern, like maybe a field is only blank for customers you acquired before last June? That means a process broke somewhere and you've got to go investigate.
And that brings us to this number, which is a massive red flag, a stop the presses moment. If a field that you consider absolutely critical is missing more than 20% of its data, you need to stop. The problem at that point isn't your cleaning process. The problem is your data collection process. You have to fix how you get the information in the first place, or you'll never be able to build a successful AI. Stage 3 of the funnel is standardization. And this slide just tells the whole story. On the left, you've got pure chaos. Phone numbers, addresses, dates, names, all entered in a dozen different ways. On the right, you have order. Every single entry follows one consistent format. An AI can learn from the column on the right. The one on the left just confuses it. This is what digital discipline looks like.
And now for the final filter, validity checks. This is basically your common sense test. You just have to ask simple, logical questions about your data. Is it possible for someone's age to be 150? Does a customer's zip code actually match their city? Did they really make a purchase 3 years before their account was even created? These simple checks catch the human errors that can completely tank a really sophisticated algorithm.
Okay, so theory's one thing, but let's actually apply this to your business. We're going to run our data cleaning funnel on 3 types of data that I'm pretty sure you have: customer data, sales data, and product data. This is going to show you exactly how this funnel works in the real world. So, first up, customer data. Let's say you start with 50,000 messy records. You run the funnel. You merge 3,000 duplicates. You standardize every single address. You flag 500 records with bad dates. And you end up with 47,000 clean records. Now that's not just a cleaner list. It's a way more valuable business asset. Now your marketing AI can actually see real patterns instead of chasing ghosts in the data.
Now let's talk sales data. It's often a total mess, right? Pulled from different systems. So here, you'd use that fuzzy logic to find the same deal that was entered a little differently in Salesforce and in some old spreadsheet. Then you standardize all your sales stage names. Why? Well, you can't forecast your pipeline if your AI thinks that negotiating and in negotiation are two completely different stages.
And for our last case, product data. Here, cleaning is also about enforcing your business rules. For all that missing data, you make a strategic call. Any product without a price or description, we suppress it from the AI analysis. It's not just about tidying up, it's about actively managing your digital catalog so it's ready for prime time.
So, you get the process, you've seen how it works. Now, how do you actually do it? Let's move on to the toolkit. I'll show you some options that work for pretty much any skill level and any budget. You've got a whole range of options here, and the right one just depends on your scale. For small jobs, a simple spreadsheet can get it done. If you have someone technical on your team, Python is incredibly powerful, and it's free. For bigger companies that need automation, there are dedicated commercial tools. And hey, don't forget this last one. For a big one-time cleanup project, sometimes hiring a freelance specialist is the smartest, most cost-effective move. And here's a pro tip for you. You can actually use AI to help you clean your data. The key is you have to be super specific. Don't just ask it to fix my data. Give it a direct command, something like show me the exact formula to standardize these phone numbers to a XXX-XXX-XXXX format in Excel. Think of AI as your super smart, super fast assistant. Wow, okay, we've covered a lot of ground in this session. We've defined the problem, we've walked through the 4-stage funnel, we've looked at the tools. So let's bring it all home with our final check and the one key thing I really want you to walk away with today. So here it is. This is the most important takeaway of our entire conversation. Data cleaning is the tedious, unglamorous, but absolutely essential foundation that will determine whether your AI projects succeed or fail. It is not an afterthought. It's not something you can rush at the end. You have to budget the time and the resources for it right at the very beginning. Treat it like the strategic investment it is.
And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. Your AI will only ever be as smart as the data you feed it. So, after everything we've talked about today, the question for you and your business is pretty simple. Is your data ready for the test?